ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। शुक्लयजुर्वेदीय काण्वशाखीय बृहदारण्यक उपनिषद। This is Kahola Brāhmaṇa. Sannyas Prakaranam is going on. Tam etam Atmanam viditva Uttreshanayasya Vitteshanayasya Lokaishanayasya Vyuthaya atha Bhikshacharyam charanti. In this, there was a Purva Paksha earlier. The Purva Paksha discussed about why should I give up Upasana also? What was the answer given by Siddhanti? Upasana is required. Upasana will give you balam. Balam is required for entering into sannyasa, but thereafter jnanam will provide you balam. Shravanam adi will give you balam. But otherwise we see that upasana is being prescribed for some sadhakas. This is one way of looking at this topic that I am going to discuss. Or somebody may have a question that I am studying Vedanta, but jnanam is not taking place. So for that, there are pratibandhas. Pratibandha can be past pratibandha, bhutakala pratibandha, vartamana kala pratibandha, means they are ongoing problems. Pratibandha means one kind of problem. Or bhavishya kala pratibandha. And the drishtanta of pratibandha is given in, this is Chandogya, I think, that there is nidhi, hiranya nidhi below, and upari gacchanti, those people who are walking above that hiranya nidhi, but they don't recognize that there is hiranyam, gold here. So they are beggar, in spite of the fact that they have access to that gold. हिरण्यनिधिं निहितम अक्षत्रज्ञा उपरि संचरन्तो न विन्देयुः एवमेव इमाः सर्वाः प्रजाः अहरहर ब्रह्मलोकं गच्छन्त्य एतं ब्रह्मलोकं न विन्दन्ति अनृतेन हि प्रत्यूढाः. Their vision is covered by anrutam. This is Chandogya 8th chapter. So this is a pratibandha. Bhutakala pratibandha drishtanta they give, like somebody has, when he was a brahmachari earlier, and he has extreme love for his cattle, like pet or mahishi. The drishtanta given in the Upaniṣad is mahishi. And he is not able to have ekagrata, because the mind doesn't stay in brahmachintanam or shravanam. Mind goes back to the purva pratibandha. This is purva pratibandha drishtanta. Vartamana pratibandha, which is more, purva pratibandhas are also there. Like somebody before coming to sannyasa ashrama, if they have pratibandha, after sannyas ashram also that identification can create problem. Vartamana pratibandha, there are four. Vishaya Sakti, Prajna Mandyam, Utarkaha, and Viparyaya. Or Viparyaya Duragraha, it is given. Vishaya Sakti, Prajna Mandyam, Kutarka, and Viparya Duragraha. Vishaya Sakti means cravings for Vishayas. So then that person can do Shravanam. Nobody will stop you for Shravanam, but Brahma Jnanam will not take place. This is one. Prajna Mandyam, somebody may have Manda Prajna, because of which they will not be able to logically think, like how in Siddhanta Bindu or Advaita Siddhi or Brahma Sutra, how we are able to do Chintanam. It will be very difficult for them to comprehend what is going on. This is Manda Prajna. So for such people, it is said you do Upasana, because this Jnanam part is difficult for you. Then Kutarka. Kutarka means they have the tendency to do Virodhi thinking. Acharya says, Tarkyatam ma kutarkyatam. You should do Tarka, but not Kutarka. But if somebody has this tendency, they will not get Jnana. So Kutarka Buddhi is a Pratibandha. In other words, there is too much malinyam, malinata in Buddhi. And Viparyaya Duragraha. So if a person insists that I will think in the wrong way only, instead of like Vedanta Shravanam says, you are Brahma. So as much as possible, I should think in this way. I am Akarta, Abhokta, I am Brahma, I am not this Jiva. So Jiva Ghatita Dukkhadi, Jiva Ghatita Anubhava. Anubhava means Bhog, Bhoktrutva. That Bhoktrutva is not in me, that Kartrutva is not in me. And as much as possible, Brahma is Sama, so I should keep my mind in Samatva. Viparya Duragraha is insisting on otherwise. That is a Pratibandha, that person will not get knowledge. Jnanodaya will not take place. These are the Mukhya four Vartamana Pratibandha. So for that person, instead of increasing Shravanam, they have to practice Shamadamadi. Because their problem is not that they are not doing Shravanam. Problem is their mind is not under control. That is what they have to practice. If they want Jnanam, if they want Moksha, if that is not their goal, they are wasting their time, they are wasting Acharya's time also. But if this is their goal, they will have to increase Shama. Shamadyehi, and Shravanam means Tatparya Nirnaya. Shravanam means not sitting in class. That something is hitting in my eardrums, that is not Shravanam. That after listening, I do Tatparya Nirnaya of what I am studying. Or in simple words, let's say if I say, okay, I know what is the Tatparya Nirnaya, Jiva Brahma Aikya, then what we call here as you do the Padacheda, Padarthokti, vigraha, vakya yojana, akshepa, samadhanam, in whatever is studied. So you do that kind of chintanam, then shravanam will become potent. Otherwise, that shravanam will become passive or unfruitful. It will not be able to give any result. And I will claim I am doing shravanam. I will feel I am doing shravanam. You are not doing shravanam. Because what is required for shravanam is not happening. This is the pratibandha. Vishaya Sakti, if that is the pratibandha, obviously damaha is more important. Neither you do chintanam of Vishaya nor you stay in the vicinity of those Vishayas. So then Vishaya Sakti can be controlled. There, more of yama niyama is required. That I put restrictions on myself. This yama, this niyama in that way. Vishaya Sakti. Prajna Mandyam. If prajna is manda, I will have to take extra time to work on those parts where there is more thinking. Sadharana Shravanam, most people can do. Srishti Prakriya is there, etc. But where they create Vikalpa, Adhyasa, this Adhyasa is possible or not. Atma has Adhyasa in Anatma, Anatma has Adhyasa in Atma. Adhyasa requires Sadrishya, Sadrishya Adhyasa is there before or later. When such Chintanam comes, then if Prajna is weak or mind is distracted, one or two sentences I miss, and then rest of the thing, I have no clue what is going on. So then if a person really wants to absorb these things, they will have to give extra time for this. Otherwise, this problem will persist. And then generally what happens is, I don't know what is my real problem. That prajna mandyam is there. Most people don't want to accept that problem is in my understanding or lack of the ability of sharp thinking. So then they will put blame on Shastra, and easiest thing is to blame Acharya. You are the problem. Okay, what else? Prajna Mandyam, this is a real problem. It is a pratibandha. Kutarka buddhi, over a period of time in Laukika Vyavahara, if somebody has developed this tendency, in Shastriya Vyavahar also, they will continue with that tendency. So if I, like generally in simple language we say, this person has a tendency to argue over everything. That argumentative thinking, if it is not in the right direction, in Shastra also you will end up having the same. This is Kutarka. So that person will have everything. That person can live in Gurukula also, in Himalaya also, and still will not get Brahmajnana. Shravanam is there, Acharya Sangati is there, everything is there. Kutarka Buddhi is there. This is another pratibandha. So then I have to at least cultivate the tendency to listen to someone. That when somebody points out you are going in the wrong direction, immediately I should put a stop. If somebody says you are going in wrong direction and you say, no, this is right. This is again Kutarka continued. You will not reach anywhere. And Viparyaya Duragraha. This is also same. similar to Kutarka, because I have not learned to listen to someone. Duragraha means I am insisting on something which is viparita, opposite. These four are Vartaman Pratibandhas. And then there is Agami Pratibandha. Agami Pratibandha means future. Agami Pratibandha is certain kind of Pratibandha that a Jiva creates which requires future Janma. So if I can get moksha in this life, but I entertain some desire in such a way so that I have to take one more or two more or three more Janmas. So I have choice, but somehow I insisted for another Janma. Now those later Janmas, in that what is going to be the situation, we do not know. So in this they give example of Jada Bharata. That erroneously or for whatever reason, he got identified with that Mriga, Shuka Shavaka. And then from king, he became Mriga and then Jada Bharata. Then that Prarabdha Kshaya takes place for some people, but it is not necessary that it will happen for all. In Shastra, when they give Drishtanta, they will give Drishtanta which is very well known. And there in three Janmas, Prarabdha Kshaya took place. But it is not true for everybody. So then for some people, it may extend. So therefore, these pratibandhas, we need to seriously work on. इसको बंद कर दो. First switch, up. So prarabdha, I must know, I should not extend deliberately. So we should never think that if not in this janma, next janma, if not in next janma. If somebody is studying Bṛhadāraṇyaka Upaniṣad, their thinking should be, in this janma only I have to finish the prarabdha, and thereafter nothing. So with that effort, or the discussion that we have right now, that a person who takes sannyasa, that person is actually considered to be, sannyasa means eshanatraya tyaga. Person who actually does eshanatraya tyaga is expected to be uttam adhikari. That for that person, if he or she does not add any other package, this should be the last life. I myself, if I am adding or if I have some such other pratibandha like prajna, mandhyam, kutarka, etc., then obviously things will get extended. But if no other pratibandhas are there, I myself don't extend prarabdha, and serious effort is there for eshanatraya tyaga, sannyasa. Sannyasa means eshanatraya tyaga. Then for that person who does shravanadi, there is no punarjanma. Means the knowledge is as clear as Karatala Amalakavat. When they give this drishtanta, actually it is true. So the prescription of upasana is to avoid some of these pratibandhas. And if a person does upasana in Tripti Deepa, it is also said for that person, nididhyasanam will be less. What is the shloka? I think 104 in Tripti Deepa. Okay, I will tell, don't worry.
बहुजन्मदृढाभ्यासात् देहादिष्वात्मधीक्षणा धीक्षणात् पुनः पुनरुदेत्येवं जगत्सत्यत्वधीरति.
Oh, the next one, because this is not what
विपरीत्या भावनेयम्
this one.
ऐकाग्र्यात् सा निवर्तते.
105.
104
Viparita 104. Okay, so number is correct. विपरीता भावनेया ऐकाग्र्यात् सा निवर्त्यते. तत्वोपदेशात् प्रागेव भवत्येतद् उपासनात्. विपरीता भावना इयम सा ऐकाग्र्यात् निवर्त्यते. If I have ekagrata, viparita bhavana will go. So for viparita bhavana nivritti, we do nididhyasana. But if somebody has done upasana before tattva upadeshat prag eva, tad upasanad bhavati etad ekagrata. This ekagrata you can get through upasana, and then it will remove viparita bhavana. Therefore, those who have done upasana kritopastis, they will not have to extend their nididhyasanam for long. Jagati satyatva buddhi and dehadishu atma buddhi will not come for them. Those who have not done, but somebody say, I go to temple, I have gone to temple so many times, I do this puja. Remember, upasana doesn't mean going to temple. Upasana means becoming sharanagat to Ishvara and then becoming, having surrendered there. That is what is required. So when this is there, then the need for nididhyasanam will be curtailed. Nididhyasanam will be less for such people. Okay, so this was a topic actually when the Bhartru Prapancha Purvapaksha came. In that context, one should understand this. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Bādarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.